Hi Jennifer, regarding a couple of questions, on the About page, the text, when you go into it, I noticed that because it was generated in an earlier theme, or an earlier version of a Veda theme, it looks fine, and then when you go into the text, the background of it, you realize that it had a division tag set up with 30 pixels on the two sides, the left and the right. So I took that off, and you have to take it off here too. Say save. So now when you create another element, another text block, then it will line up fine, unless you wanted to leave the other one where it was and then put a 30 pixel thing on that. But normally you don't have to go into the text area. You can do everything individual. In fact, in the new theme, in this new version of the theme, if you want to have an additional like left margin or right margin, you can go into, when you're in the text block, go into design and then put what you want on the left side as far as pixels, and on the right side, or the bottom and the top. And whatever you put in there, you can either do pixels or percentage. Pixels are probably better. Okay, so that is what was wrong with the text. So, and then as far as the sidebar, the events, as I showed you in the other video, the sidebar, there can be no sidebar. We're still on the About page, so this is just for a test. Or you can choose one of the widgets or one of the sidebars that are available, and you can also create one. So there was one created for About, but as we'll see, if I clicked on this, then when you would view the page, it would have, you know, the space on that side with whatever sidebar you created. And the way you create a sidebar, so I'm not going to, okay, I'm going to leave that no sidebar. I'm going to update. And the way you create a sidebar or change a sidebar is you go into Appearance, Widgets, and you can use an existing sidebar, like I showed you the About. You can create a sidebar, or you can use one. These were already created. There was the member sidebar, and it has the events list. So if you wanted a sidebar with just the events list, for instance, or you can create a widget. Okay, say you create a widget called Test Widget. There it is. Okay, so now Test Widget. Okay, Test Widget. And say you want the events list. So here are the available widgets. So here's the events list. So you can say, I want it on the test widget, add. Okay, so now the events list is on there. You can show the recent upcoming 5 events. Let's save that. Then when you go back to a page that you want that on, and then add that widget. So sidebars, and then you add that. You click it, and then you click Update, and that's it. That's how you do that. So you can modify existing sidebars and add them or take them away, or you can create a new one. So that's how that works.